Struggle meals, the worst food on the internet. Part 25. Yes, as you can tell, there is crocodile stew. This is a... I'll move over. This is my FreshPrinceYuup. Also, please consider liking and subscribing. Every little bit of support that you give me counts and matters. Also, I read all the comments. You get a heart if you comment. Anyways, we'll go in. I need to do this because I need a little bit of help, and you can help me. So, yeah. Thank you. We'll go in. I am scared for my life because I know for a fact it is likely diabolical. And it will be. What we have here is, taste. It looks slightly, like, definitely it looks crisp, right? I should probably, okay, maybe it's not always on this side. No, it is always on this side. Okay, then I'll rather just move my chat over, right? Over here a little bit. So it won't be that annoying, so we can see the disgusting shit. And yeah, we'll go in. I am excited, ecstatic.
You ain't black if you never ate this.
Yeah, you're many things. See, actually, depends on where you're from. That person might be right. That's the thing. I think you're not human. I don't think like you're human. If you eat anything like this, but that's just me. How many parts are there? Oh God. There are many, and there's many delicious meals in these. I don't know what your problem is. Sounds great. Not like good food?
What up, cool nerds? Welcome back to another video. Yo, it's been a minute.
Also, I don't know if I would call this a struggle meal. That's not what was the struggle here? This isn't like you're gonna like. I guess it is something you'd probably eat if there's nothing other available, but that isn't a struggle meal, right? I'm probably convinced that it takes a lot of skill to cook this, regardless, right? This is not like a denidi poge. No, but it's not like it's something it's not like beef or pig or chicken, right? Or turkey. Anyways.
But I'm back for real this time. I had a little vacation, was down in Florida, got some more tattoos. I'll show you them when they're a little bit more healed. They look kind of dusty right now.
You look dusty.
But cool nerds, you already know what time it is. We got to come back with a banger. And what better than that than a struggle meals? So we getting back on this channel, we getting back on the gaming channel. We're gonna be streaming on Twitch as well. So you already know what time it is. We getting back to the content for real this time. Okay, but on a serious note, after like Hood Meals and Homeboy, who was, you know, on the airplane cooking food and in the hotel making struggle meals, you don't think struggle meals can get any worse, but it can.
Oh my God.
Okay, so before we jump into this, I need y'all to remember. If you don't remember, I need you to go back. I don't remember what video it was. It was like Struggle Meals Thanksgiving edition, where they were cooking those like raccoons or undead Resident Evil dogs in that pot. Think of the last one in this video, but 10 times, 100 times worse than what was in that pot. I'm gonna need...
I don't know what to expect here. No, you are not gonna be streaming on Twitch. That's dead. True.
Need y'all to just stick around. Y'all already know what to do. Smack that like button, sub with notifications on. Let's get it. All right, so here we go. Starting lineup. First up, right? First at bat. Seafood boil. I mean,
see, I don't eat seafood, so I wouldn't know, right? But on like the first look, this doesn't look horrible. So I'm like here, like waiting to discover what's bad, unless like something's badly cooked. Also, is there some pasta in there as well? So what do we got here, right? So what do we got here? Okay, so with some crabs, right? Then I think sweet potato, maybe corn, obviously. This looks like what are they called? Could also be some green peppers, actually. A little bit of pasta. Maybe whatever that is. Doesn't look the worst, honestly. Doesn't look the worst. I would never eat this, but okay.
it's food and it's boiled, but I wouldn't deem this as a seafood boil at all. Like, what is this?
Wow, the land of make-believe.
Okay, y'all, so I'm gonna be straight up. I love seafood boils. I just love them. Like if we date, we gotta go on seafood boil dates. You know what I mean? Like, and if you're allergic to seafood, get your weak immune system out of here.
Okay, bye.
Y'all remember on White Chicks when they were tearing up that food? That's me at seafood boils. Like, you know a seafood boil is good when you wear the gloves and stuff. You know, it's like literally the thinnest gloves ever. I be tearing through it. I got the sauce on my fingertips. It don't even matter.
You sure can't put it away.
But this quote unquote seafood boil right here, the more you look at it, the worse it gets. Cause I'm looking at this and I'm like, where's the seasoning? I zoomed in like at like 1500%. There's not one speck of seasoning on this table at all, right? And then I'm looking in the background like who made it? And then I'm like, oh, okay. And I don't mean to be stereotypical, but then I'm looking at the ingredients of the seafood boil, right? You got some corn on the cob, right? You got some shrimp. You got crawfish. And then I'm like, what's that? You got ravioli.
I don't want no ravioli.
And maybe I'm just, you know.
Come on, it's not the worst. I think there's also some shrimp in there. Yeah, I see it. There's also some, this is not the worst. It could be significantly more diabolical. It could be. It could actually be, right? It could be significantly worse, right? There's just some,
bamboozled and don't know about this ingredient being thrown in there or this food being thrown in there. But I've never been to a southern restaurant where it's like, oh, they got crawfish, shrimp, you know, sausage, corn, potatoes, and then ravioli. That's what? Do they do that down south? What? And it's like, y'all were almost there, right? But you ain't got no sauce or seasoning. Y'all just got table food and hopes and dreams.
I hope you're hungry for nothing.
Oh, it's finna slap.
yeah, that would have slapped if you sat on the toilet. Just place it there instead of this, whatever this is. So this is some rice and yeah, that's just doo doo. That certainly would have slapped into the toilet for sure. What the that's just doo-doo. Whatever that is, that's just doo-doo. Horrible.
I mean, I hope it slap you in the next week, because what is this? So apparently, this is rice and turkey necks. To me, this looked like one of those ghost poops that be just disappearing on you. Like, ain't no way. This slave food got to go. All right, so I'm one of those people who are willing to try any culture's type of food, right? Like, but if your food gives me dookie vibes, like this is doo-doo fried rice. Ain't no way. So I'm thinking this picture is the same thing as the last one. But let's read this because it just looked a little bit more seasoned and sauced up, right? But this person said, decided to buy food today. I thought this was a big piece of chicken. No, it's ginger.
Yeah, poop with rice, and if this is ginger, what did you do to the ginger? See, the only time I use ginger is for tea, right? Or if I need it for something medicinal. But what is this? What did they? That's a violation. That's a crime committed to a ginger. And I know ginger tea burns you out like legit, but that is not the Also, like, how would you? Did they mix up the order?
Bro, have y'all ever just ate a thing full of ginger? Because ginger has all these properties that help you with like coughs and just other like things that'll help you out, right? Bro, I feel like ginger is spicy. Like, I'll be out here dead.
Why is it spicy?
And it's one of the worst feelings in the world when you think you're biting into a certain type of food, and when you bite into it, it's not that food. Bro, I'm trying.
Is that fried ginger? That is fried ginger. That must be fried ginger. But how would a fried ginger even get into that? The fact that you can even order that is a big question mark. That's most of the problem.
Traumatized for life. I remember when I was a kid, I took a handful of what I thought were grapes, and they were black olives. I'm like, what type of grapes are these? Like, imagine you think you got a chicken finger and you dip it into some barbecue sauce or some honey mustard or whatever you like, right? And it's ginger. I'm not only fighting people, I'm fighting for my life. Just made some fried Fruity Pebbles chicken wings. Hey, you know, it's like
Fried Fruity Pebbles chicken wings. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. I wonder. Is that shrimp fried? I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe? If you're like pregnant. I don't know. In the other plate, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Black people. What? Like, those are some of the best fries. We just gotta put that out there. Those type of fries, the best type of fries. So it's like top 3, right? But let's get back to the issue, right? Who was like, hey, they had, you know, chicken grease in the pot, right? And they were like, hey, slather this chicken up with some flour and some Fruity Pebbles. 3-day devil old eggs. Okay. And they look decent, but the description says 3-day devil old eggs, great fart fuel, $1 piece or 6 for $5. A little deal there. Serious inquiries only. I know what I got. This is wild. Like, imagine pulling up to somebody's crib like, hey, let me get a 5-piece or a 6-piece, whatever, right? Like, this is crazy. And they look decent, but I'm not pulling up to anybody's house for 5 deviled eggs or 1 for $1. And what's even crazy about this picture, it's sold. I don't know if it's all of them or just one at a, like, this is crazy. Like, no way. Facebook Marketplace is not a
Okay. 3-day-old deviled eggs. Deviled. Not deviled. Deviled. Eggs. So first of all, look at the description. 3-day-old deviled eggs. Great fart fuel. $1 a piece for 6. Or 6 for $5. Serious inquiries only. I know what I got. You got. You got pest control on you. Anyways. That's the first thing. First of all, these aren't deviled eggs. These are defiled eggs. That's all I can say. There's no way that you could sell those. Can you really just randomly sell food without, like, getting a certificate or anything? Especially if it's, like, eggs and shit? Because, like, I bet, if you tried that here, if somebody finds out, you're fucked. They're gonna send the fucking health minister after you.
real place. Just finished cooking. Y'all want to play?
No, we don't. Whatever that is. Can I come to your house and buy some eggs? I mean, you could. Really want serious inquiries? Yep. So we got some peanuts, corn, and I think some meat in there. Yeah, I don't think so.
A plate of what? What is this? What is it? What type of soup is this? There's absolutely no way. Do people put peanuts like that? Like straight whole peanuts, shell and everything in their soup or whatever this is trying to be? Bro, and this whole smorgasbord of whatever is just 99% peanuts with the shell on.
These nuts.
Okay, y'all. So I need you, just stick with me on this one. Just stick with me, please. So listen to what she has to say. So my neighbor has been telling me for 3 weeks that he sells plates every Sunday. Cool, right? Everybody be trying to get their little...
You missed gravy, Poke, but still, I'm cooking a stew using your nuts. Y'all want the plate? I think we're good. I think we're actually good. That is... I hate you.
Hustle on time to whatever, right? I already knew I wasn't going to eat it, but just to support, I bought a plate today. Got home and I opened it. This is a $20 plate, okay? Let's read what it says. Meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and shells.
Life does not.
Is that rotten? Is that rotten? Is that rotten? So eggs? Also, it looks like it's already in the garbage bin.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Y'all, just... There ain't no way. Look at this plate. This, I'm telling y'all, and I say it every video we see like a Facebook marketplace or people selling plates type it. This is why the police officers be shutting the good people down on the streets who be selling like, you know, the hot dogs outside the stadium stuff because of this. You need a license, bro. And this is not licensed. Look, okay, look at the meatloaf. Meatloaf is part of the far from like the worst thing on the plate, right? Macaroni and cheese looks like you use like some sort of like acrylic paint for the cheese, yellow acrylic paint.
I thought this would have been eggs. This looked like this looks like scrambled eggs. I thought. But what is that other thing? Where's the potato gravy? Because it got reanimated. It's a zombie. This plate identifies as a fucking mushroom. This plate identifies as food poisoning.
Right? Shells, whatever. And the mashed potatoes? Why are they that color? This look like dirty, like snow. This look like slush. See, nah, bro. See, I'm gonna have to go get.
The only way I could see how they got that color is if somebody, okay, mashed the potatoes with the skin on. That's the only way I could understand how it gets this color. But then I have to ask why you do your mashed potatoes with the skin on. That's the only way I could explain it.
A refund. I don't need no receipt or nothing at all, because I'm gonna need a refund with interest, because the money I'm getting back and then the interest is me just whooping your ass. And my thing is, she said he been selling for at least 3 weeks, okay, or asking her for 3 weeks to buy his food, right? My thing is, if you've been selling this for 3 weeks, can we check on the past customers? Are they alive? Are they in the hospital? Like what pandemic's about to start because of this plate right here? This is T virus, all the type of viruses. I just can't get over this quote unquote mashed potatoes. There ain't no way. This look like mashed fertilizer. Bro, and this is probably a wild comparison, but I be watching weird videos. Like, I'm always watching like National Geographic type videos, animal type videos, bug videos, all that type of stuff. If you know, you know though. Have y'all ever seen those videos where the person who owns like a horse, they're trying to help the horse like with like pain or just shave their hoof down? Tell me this don't look like the dirt that.
Okay, the skin does nothing when mushed. I know. I eat mushed veggies. I guess, but now it looks like potatoes got mashed while they were still on the ground. It's just like maybe it was mashed with all the dirt on. That does also not make sense. Anyways, that's horrible.
Come out the hoof. You ain't black if you never ate this.
There it is, chat. There it is. Roasted crocodile stew, it seems. Again, somebody must have, if you're in Africa, probably that might count.
Okay, black people in the comments, if you ate this before, let me know so I can report you. Like, this got to be some form of harassment. Ain't no way. What is this? Like, what? What is this? You got a whole T-Rex arm in there, okay? Like, where do you even go to order this? You just go like, let me get a number 5 Jurassic Park combo. And you know how we always begin on people who eat like well-done steaks, like, and they be, you know, trying to tear that steak up on the table and just earthquake. Bro.
Also, apparently it tastes like chicken and fish somewhere in between, right? That's a different type of struggle. Is that a foot? It might be nah, is that a foot? Nah. I think that might be one of the forelegs. It has to be. That's not a foot. Regardless. I didn't do anything, but I would certainly eat that if nothing else was there, I'll be real. I was told it tastes like something between chicken and fish. So that makes sense. I would eat that. I don't care. Fuck it. Dig in.
Oh, what is this? This gotta be tougher than diamonds trying to eat this. Ain't no way. And it's always these crazy things talking about if you ain't black or if you ain't from, bro, if they talking about if you ain't black, bro, I start saying stuff like, you on thin ice, buddy. All right, y'all. So every once in a while, Facebook has some bangers. Like, I feel like Facebook's one of the worst apps just because it's just all like your parents and old people and just drama. I'm here for the drama, like on Facebook. I know I'm getting off topic, but drama on Facebook is one of the best things. I be seeing baby mamas and baby daddies fighting and stuff. And then just the other day, some girl who says she files taxes wasn't filing people's taxes, and she had all these excuses. I'm in the comments just scrolling, just cracking up like it couldn't be me. But like I said, every once in a while, Facebook has a banger. And my thing is, vegans be doing the most when it comes to food. They gotta let you know. Like, I don't go around telling people like, yo, I eat meat and vegetables, pause, right? Like, no, no one cares, right? But there's a page called Elmwood.
Yeah, interesting how he needed to correct himself, right? When he said, I eat meat and vegetables, right? Because somebody could clip that out of context. The good old times.
Organic dog meat, okay? And it's satire. No one's selling dog meat, right? At least in America. But anyways, people are losing their mind because, like I said, it's your parents and all these old people who believe everything. And those people who believe everything always think like they're gonna get like a $20 gift card from like Texas Roadhouse. That's fake. Like, get off the internet. Like, if you think this is real. But anyways, this page says we cut up a dry-aged, locally raised golden retriever yesterday.
Huh? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean you cut up a dry-aged, locally raised golden retriever? What do you mean by that? Yeah, that must be something. Mission failed somewhere? That can't be real. I think this is a bait ad. This must be a bait ad. Yummy. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Well, she does look like she would eat dog, though. Look at that chunker.
All the prime cuts will hit our farmers market table this morning. Think rib steaks, T-bone steaks, sirloin steaks, all manner of roast, brisket, short, pup ribs, stewed dog meat, tenderloin, etc. Plus,
Well, this is a vegan ad. Okay, never mind. I understood it. I'm stupid. That's a vegan ad, right? That's a vegan thing. That's a vegan thing, and if you click the link, it'll, instead of like a website with dog, right? So it probably is like to like some anti-meat website. The link would go there. Yeah.
Sheila unlocked a new level, perfect strings on her first try. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so everybody in the comments is losing their mind. Like, this is disgusting. How could you cut up a golden retriever? Blah, 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 right? But this is fake. It's a satirical page, but the website is real. They're selling real meat. And I'm not talking like pet meat, like, you know what I mean? But people are losing their minds, bro. But it's crazy what people who will do who are like vegans. They're going out of the way to make a dog meat, satirical dog meat website that sells actual meat. This is wild.
This is crazy.
Don't play with me. I'm a beast on the grill, babe. Are these chicken wings or bat wings? Regardless, absolutely not. And they cook the wings so much on here that they're Pokemon shiny. They're like, they straight up look like they got some sort of gloss on them. This is crazy.
I'm vengeance.
Okay, this was in response to, I don't even remember. But it's a pizza with like,
Is that a pizza? That's a pizza. I think that is a pizza. I think that is a pizza, okay? So I think that is a pizza, okay? It must be a pizza because it looks like a pizza, okay? Okay, but there is a few problems. Kiddos, there's a few problems. So, I think, like, this side might be a-okay. However, I do not know what this side is. And I think this is some sort of chips or Cheetos or whatever. So this is some form of chips. However, I don't know what the rest is. So this part looks okay. But this part isn't. Whatever that is, I don't want to know. I think there might be some corn on there, honestly. There's some corn on there, honestly. It might be something like some ham, chicken, something, whatever. Whatever that is. But, yeah. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. Whatever. Yep, check the website's actually vegan. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Ugh, disgusting. What is that?
What is happening right now? The more I look at this, the more my brain just shuts down. Like, my frontal lobe is just like, nah.
2 hours later.
Bro, I've been staring at this for like a good 10 minutes. What is on this pizza? I can't. It's bothering me. I thought that was like corn on the cob, but then it looks like holes. Like I got, what's that one fear? Bro, I cannot. Please! No! So this dude ordered wings and fries. Drumsticks and fries. Or what? But my man is eating fried pigeon toes. Y'all know how they got like popcorn shrimp, you did a little couple of them. Like, bro, what do they have? Popcorn wings? Like, what is this? You could go to this place and order a 12-wing combo and it wouldn't even add up to one regular size wing. Okay, so look at the tip of his finger, right? And then look at the size of the wings. What? It's the same size. Nope. I'd have to call every agency possible. The CIA, FBI, FDA, PETA, everybody. And these be the same places that be like, yo, we're struggling, y'all. Support small business. Keith Lee, come over here, fam. I'm gonna be on the phone like,
They are indeed struggle. Is this? They are indeed struggling, that's for sure. There goes toenails. So it would seem that they are for real struggling, right? So is this like? I think this might be. Did they like fry some baby chicken legs and that's it? I mean the fries look alright, but whatever that is.
excuse me, they're over here selling capybara fingers. Don't talk to me about struggle if you never ate off a pad.
With ranch. Hopefully it's at least unused. Honestly, this might be more the fun part is this might be more hygienic than some plates. But then the question is like, I know that a lot of like pads are I know that pads are what's the word? Full with chemicals. So I don't know. It might be a bit difficult here. They straight up took the bird fetus.
Maybe I'm tripping, but you know, the women I've dated, I've picked up, you know, pads with tampons, whatever, but those are kind of expensive. I feel like you not struggling that much if you eating off pads. Like, you really eating wings off coochie diapers with wings? Like wings on wings? That's crazy, bro. Using a pad as a plate is, what? Is this a struggle? No, this is just insane. There's no way. Like, do you pour your ranch right there on the pad and like dip it in? So now you got pad mouth. I just feel like you could have went about this a different way. There's no way. Like, what were you doing? Like fumbling through the cabinet, like, oh yeah, we got some pads left. Here we go. We in luck, babe. And my thing is like, when you're struggling, you don't just stop struggling, you know, after the first time. You do the same thing multiple times. Like you know, you eat ramen, like as a college student, you eat.
A lot of these aren't even struggle meals. A lot of these look like failed experiments. You tried to do something and you fucked up. Not because you actually struggled or you actually had something that you were like, you fucking needed or anything, right? They aren't really, quote unquote, struggle meals, a lot of these. Which size chickens you got? Pretty much. They don't really struggle. A lot of these are failed experiments. Because you thought, you know what? I'm gonna try that.
You know, syrup sandwiches, whatever, right? Struggle meals, like regular struggle meals. But my thing is like, when you go to the store, you in the tampon.
Affirmative struggle. Is this a term? Performative struggler?
Or the pad section, you're like, hey babe, what size coochie should we get for the wings tonight? Kool-Aid wings and fries. We had the Fruity Pebble wings, you know, with fries. Now we got the Kool-Aid wings with fries. And this is why, this gotta be Atlanta too. Y'all be just doing any type of restaurants with no type of like food certification or anything, just making up food. Ain't no way, bro. Hey, let me get the blue wings to go. Let me get the red wings to go. Like, we all know, we don't know the flavor. We just red. That's the flavor of the Kool-Aid. Hey, let me get red wings. No. What y'all know about these? Absolutely nothing. Next. Just made some deviled eggs.
What is it with eggs? What is it with deviled eggs? Another defiled egg. Another defiled egg! Why are all of these eggs defiled? That is horrible. These are defiled, not deviled. Aww. This is like mayonnaise, I'm assuming, right? Though I don't like the color of that mayonnaise. It looks like cement, almost. Not entirely. It's a little shade. The shade is a little too light. But the shade is also too dark for mayonnaise. Or maybe it's just the lighting.
I ain't gonna lie, these definitely got the devil in them. Okay, these whatever this is been to hell and back. What color is that, bro? Is it green? Bro, I'll smack this whole plate out your hand. And let me find out people are already eating these. Y'all, we're gonna read this and then we're gonna look at this picture, okay? I hate school and everything about it. I don't know what to do. I have no friends. I'm literally eating in the bathroom right now, bro. And I'm big on anti-bullying, right? I've had people message me years later after high school and say, hey, I appreciate you helping me out and standing up for me because it helped me not get bullied. I love stuff like that. But then, like, you know, it makes me wonder, like, what these kids are going through sometimes, because this picture right here is crazy. Y'all, eating in the bathroom around dookie particle air, boy, this is a choice. You got one half of your sandwich on top of the toilet dispenser, okay? It's covered with, like...
I'm analyzing this. I'm analyzing this to find out what kind of accident you had that you did this. This must have been a bullied kid, because there's no way that he's eating on the toilet. My boy is being bullied, and the bathroom is the only place he can eat in peace. That's the only conclusion I can come to. Or maybe it's just, or maybe there's a reason he has no friends.
Toilet paper, or I'm sorry, paper towels, whatever, right? Then you open up the toilet dispenser so you could put your sauces on there. Like, that's, come on, bro, just think about it. That's not even sauce anymore. That's runny dookie, because you got dookie air all just everywhere around you. There's no escape, because you know people be blowing it up in school bathrooms, just public bathrooms in general. Bro, get out of the bathroom. And like I said before, when it comes to struggle, it doesn't happen just once. Like, he got a whole setup right here. Like, they do this on the regular, right? But my thing is, usually when you go to the bathroom or at work or school, you go there for a break to go on your phone or like be on TikTok, Instagram, just to text message, like, wow, because some schools have like a no phone policy or whatever, right? Even work. But like, this person does this on the regular, right? And you know for a fact, when you go on break and you're not even using the bathroom, you just sit on the toilet, like, you know, texting, doing whatever, right? There comes a person in there with the strongest of bubble guts. They be coming in there and they are the real dookiers, right? The real they be blowing it up next to you. And imagine that happening while you eating the sandwich.
Girl, that's a booty hole.
Just a little something to take the edge off. Now,
This doesn't look bad. That's the problem, actually. That's horrible, but it does actually. It looks good. It looks good. I think it probably tastes ass, but it looks good. That's the prop. Like, it looks good. That looks good, but like, I don't know. Once I see like 5 guys come out the same toilet, I'm afraid of what they were doing there. I know it. Watching 2 girls, 1, you get it. Together. Everyone holding the other ones, you get it. Stick. That's the worst part. Looks a bit like a volcano, which looks hilarious, honestly.
Now, we see this buffalo wing margarita martini. I don't know what this is, right? But what's crazy about this is that with the whole presidency thing coming up, Trump and Biden will like do this with black people and they'll look at the camera like,
Boy, if you don't get...
bro, what? Our first date? Absolutely not. This is why I don't like fancy
That's the lost date. That's the lost date. That's the lost fucking date.
restaurants, bro. And whether this is like satire or troll, and there's no way, because a restaurant like this will be like, hey, this is our house special, right? And this will be $1,000 with inflation. Absolutely not. This looks like an Addams Family dinner.
Did you know that I can see you?
Yummy. I made myself some dino nuggets. This is the blackest of all black. Okay.
Bro, I can't say what I want to say. bro, that's crazy. I didn't know they had I didn't know they had the hood dinosaurs out there. These nuggets have the bass. That's what Poke ate on his first date? Hell no, hell no. That's terrifying. That's what. Aw. These poor dino nuggies, they could have still been saved if I just was there.
Okay, this is the blackest I've ever seen dino nuggets in my entire life. This looked like Armageddon happened 3 times over. Like the dinosaurs got hit by 20 meteors at once, and they were just like, okay, y'all, we're here. We're here, y'all. This has got to be top 5, maybe even top 3 worst things we've seen on struggle meals. This could be worse than hood meals, and like I said, the dude who be cooking in the hotel bathroom, right? I need y'all to just look at this. And if you're new here, don't eat during struggle meals. Don't eat before. Don't eat like even 15 minutes after. And if you did, yo bad.
What more do you want from me?
I can't do this with my teeth in. Motherfucker,
No. Where's this going?
don't you tell nobody.
No, I got you. I ain't telling nobody.
Oh my god.
I'll put more too. I'll see it off. You bite off.
That is crazy. That is. I don't think this is what real. I think that is crazy. That is actually insane.
Ouch. Hang on. Put it in my mouth.
Oh, she took a bite. That's gross.
That is a struggle meal. That is a struggle meal. That is the definition of a struggle meal. Top 3 from what I've seen up until now. That is top 1. That is top 1. That cannot be beat. It cannot be beat. People, it cannot be beat. Hi Toasty, how are you doing? Are we doing well? So you changed the bed as well. The new one's here. Yep. It is. It's nice. God. That's a struggle meal. That's a struggle for both the meal and the person. Would you? No, I would not. I would not. Horrible. God.
Like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Y'all. So there's just so much to take in right here, bro. There's so much to take in. So I'm looking at this, right? And it's like, bro, the setting in general looks like an abandoned house, like, you know, or whatever they're at, a storefront or something. Like, they just abandoned it eons ago, right? This animal, this pet, this, you know, cat, raccoon, I don't know what that was, but she was going to town on a, like, you know, 300-year-old carcass. Like, bro, this looked like that taxidermy cat from, like, you know, a few episodes back. This is crazy. She was chewing on it. And my thing is, this was all bones. I'm surprised she didn't, like, prick her mouth or something like that. This is, no. And then she just tossed it to the side, like, hey, whatever. Not like we're not gonna clean up this place, right? It's dirty. This is, no. And then after she was done trying to, like, I guess.
It lives. Well, not really, but still. I realize how useful shorts are for growth. No, it depends. They can actually be harmful, actually. The reverse might be the case, actually. Okay, if I paid you $100, would you do it? No! First of all, that'd be on the internet. Second of all, no woman on earth would want to kiss me anymore. So, we can't do that. Well, except this one, I guess.
Or whatever, she, like, pulled back. Look, I guess we got a little meat right here. I was like, what? Bro, this is how I be eating wings at the restaurant, right? Like, but a dead animal? That's not even, it don't even look cooked. Like, what? This looks like it was just rotting. Like, and it was rotting for a long time. And she, what? And then she just walked off. Just walked off like it was just a normal day on the job. And then I'm so grossed out, bro, I'm so grossed out that I didn't realize that she was chewing this with just gums only at first. She was chewing bones with gums only. Like, And then she put her teeth back in like, oh, I got it now. And like, as big as a germaphobe as I am, like there's just so much to take in, bro. There's just so, bro, you're touching this with your hands. You got your fake teeth in there with your mouth. Like, bro, you are chewing on this old ant. You know what? I don't even know what to say about this. If you do this type of stuff, just throw yourself in jail.
It might honestly be fake. You won't do that. Do it? No, no way in hell. I wasn't the one being eaten though. How would it know how I taste? Well, maybe it will eat you though. Maybe it will just like munch on you. Nom nom nom.
Turn yourself in right now.
Are all nerds as good as you?
Well, that is the end, and that was horrible. That was horrible, and yeah, that was definitely that belongs into straight up the top. That is the top, yeah. I think this is the top #1 we've seen so far. If he says top 5, top 3, there's no way there might be some worse in there, right? The Meat Baby wasn't nearly as bad. The Turkey Teddy also wasn't as bad, but this one takes the cake. That was horrible. That was horrible.